We all know what to do, but we don't do it. That is the action gap. I have read many leadership books over the years. Some were interesting, some were useful. Very few actually changed how I behaved. One book did, quietly, not because of a big idea, but because it helped me notice something small that I had been doing every day without realizing its impact. Atomic Habits is often talked about as a book on discipline or routines. I truly appreciate that. However, that is not what stayed with me. What stayed with me was this realization: behavior changes before identity does, and consistency matters more than intention. I realized I was relying on good intent to compensate for inconsistent behavior, and people were noticing. For example, I would say something mattered, and most days it did, but occasionally it slipped. A follow up missed, a response delayed, a priority shifted. Nothing dramatic happened, but those small inconsistencies added up. The habit that changed my behavior was not doing more, it was noticing what I repeated and what I did not. Leadership is shaped less by what we intend and more by what we repeat. People trust by watching patterns, not promises. That is where atomic habits landed for me, not only as a system, but more as a mirror. Here is today's one daily action. Notice one behavior you repeat at work, not the one you value, the one people actually experience. Take time out to notice this. Take a couple of minutes. Then notice what happens when that behavior stays consistent for longer than usual. By noticing that one behavior today, you start closing the gap between the leader you intend to be and the leader your team actually experiences. Small habits shape leadership long before we name them.